All right, so welcome to the Season Rookies podcast. My name is Prez,
Jay.
Nelly.
and we are Season
Rookie.
Rookies.
Episode number.
11.
Drop the numbers.
I'm gonna retire soon.
Wow.
All right, so we got a special guest in today. We'll let him introduce himself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sheldon Cassimy. I am a former assistant coach at Ryerson University, a skill development coach, and just a basketball enthusiast as well.
Excellent.
Welcome,
Are you a
welcome.
Raptor fan?
I'm a typical Toronto Raptor fan, so when they're good, I like them.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
he's a
honest,
bandwagoner.
actually.
So next year he'll like Cleveland, and then he'll be back to the Raptors.
No, bandwagon is different. I think if you live in a city, you can be a bandwagoner. I think it's allowed because you live in Toronto. But if you were outside of the city, then I'd say you're a bandwagoner. But if you live in Toronto, I mean, yeah, by default you're a Raptor fan, but not. But yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but default, I'm a Raptors fan, so I'll always cheer for them.
Okay.
Do I always think that they're going to win? No.
Hell no.
No, of course.
Hell
No.
to the no.
But they're getting better. Right direction.
I don't think so. Anyways,
No.
let's go.
What do you think,
No.
Sheldon? Do you think
Um,
what they've done right now in the off season, like next year, will they still be the top 3 team in the East?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I think all the other teams made moves and got better, and unfortunately, the Raptors weren't able to make any solid moves. Jared Sullinger was a good, I guess, backup move to make.
So you don't think he'll start?
Not getting Paul Gasol. I think
Over
he'll
Patterson?
start the second half of the season. I don't think he'll start off the season starting. I think they'll start Patrick Patterson.
I think he needs to start by losing weight, and then maybe we'll.
He lost a little bit.
Hey
weight, though.
man,
Sullinger?
he
Yeah, I
lost
saw
weight.
his
Yeah, but he'll be
picture.
back at Mickey D's tomorrow morning.
Well, I don't think so because he's on a 1-year contract. He has to prove himself. So this is actually a good situation for the Raptors to have him, and
Yeah, they got him.
he's gonna make sure he's in shape. He's gonna play well, so he can get big money next year.
All right.
And then we probably won't.
And
sign
they got him
him
for cheap
and-
too. So
Who goes somewhere else and get better and help them improve.
Yeah.
he's using Toronto as his little,
Yeah.
spot before he moves on to the bigger, better things.
Hey, if it gets us out the first round again, I guess that's all we care about, right?
Exactly.
That's what the city cares about, right? Just getting
Yeah.
out the first round.
Yeah.
Me, I would prefer they try to win a championship, but hey.
It's never happening, but let's move on.
Never. Stop. You this infamous like
Don't let him-
it's
We'll talk
don't
about
let
this
him
at a
fish you
later.
in.
result.
Don't-
We'll talk
Never
about
happened.
Never, ever.
You even said they'll never get out the first round.
No, I
Don't
maybe,
bite
maybe
for
I
the
did.
bait,
Stop saying
Nelly.
never,
Don't
man.
bite for the bait.
Never.
Gee, oh, does this, yo?
Never gonna.
Gets me all fired up. Anyways.
No.
They'll
What?
never win one within the next 5 to 8 years.
No, not next 8 years, but I'm saying ever.
5 to 8
like
centuries.
ever.
Ever.
Please.
Never.
This guy's so.
Get your
anyways.
hopes up for what? All right, let's go.
About ready to get into some NBA free agent talk right now.
I know Jay is.
Someone's
He's been itching the last month, yo.
biting at
Last
the bit
month,
right
we're
now.
about 2 months too late. What do you mean last month?
Yo,
It's the end of
Better late
August
than
now. When was the free agency? July 1st.
Yo, we're waiting.
Relax, boy.
We're waiting to
Relax.
we're waiting till the smoke
Slacking.
clears. Okay, waiting
smoke
till
is
Smoke cleared
Cleared.
months ago
Boy.
when Durant signed. That was when the smoke cleared. Okay, you know where you're going.
No, Durant was pure gunshots in
could've-
the air, guys.
Exactly, and then the
Smoke
smoke
did not
cleared. Nobody
clear.
cared after that.
It's a nuclear bomb when it happened. The entire world. It was like when Beyonce dropped her album. Kevin Durant was like, it was. I swear, everybody looked Twitter, people crying, people angry. I hate him. I love him. It was just like everyone was so freaking emotional, so emotional.
You know what was funny about that? A couple weeks later, I was coaching at a camp for youth, and anytime one of the kids wanted to go on a team that had all the better players, they're like, "Oh man, you're Kevin Durant! You're Kevin Durant!" That was pretty funny.
Well, we know that a lot of things have been, I guess, inflated in regards to a lot of the salaries. Everyone's making a big deal. Mike Conley Jr., for whatever he signed, is like he's the highest paid player. People have a problem with that. Me personally, with these elevated salaries, I don't care. I don't see how. Actually, let's see. What do you think of the salaries? Any
About how
problems
they
with them?
went up?
Yeah.
It's only going to keep going up. So it's
Exactly.
like irrelevant, essentially.
Yeah, I mean the players get paid based on how much the business generates, right? So
Right.
we could say these guys are getting overpaid, but
They're
they're
not
not really because
Right.
that's how much money they're bringing in. Right?
Exactly. It's all relevant. Like, I've never, even when I guess the first few signings came out, I've never heard someone complain and say, "Wow, these owners are making so much money."
Right.
It's so true.
No one ever says that.
What was
When-
funny is that but MJ, I think he made 29 mil, I think,
Mm-hmm.
with ending like his like, and that was the highest paid I think at the time, right? But owners have been making a lot more money than players, and that's why the walkout and all that stuff happened, right? In 2011, I think, wasn't it all about
Right.
the salary caps? And I think the fans are going to watch these players play, and the owners are making a lot more money than these players. So I think it's fair to give these guys some of that money, right?
Like-
so it makes I'm okay with it.
Like
you know
it's,
what I mean?
in real life, someone has a regular job and your company's making more money. And imagine someone coming in and saying, "Okay, you know what? You work for us. We're gonna increase your salary because we got paid more money." That's exactly what's happened. The owners they worked out a TV deal, which means they get, and part of the deal was they had to funnel that down to the players. So anyone who says like, you know, is upset with, you know, regardless of the player getting paid more money, it sounds like a hater. Like, why would you hate? Why would you not want someone to succeed and get paid the value what it was
Market
worth,
value.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree.
So anyway, with the TV deal, it was ABC, ESPN, and TNT. That was a big deal. It was like 24 billion. Okay, yeah. So
That's it.
yeah, it's for like
all
7 years.
That's nothing.
But it's funny because so the NBA, that's the biggest of all, I guess, sports franchises in regards to the
course.
TV deal. Guess who's second? What sport?
Sport-wise?
Sport-wise.
Baseball.
NFL.
No.
Soccer.
NFL.
Hello, my best.
Second,
That's my
27
league.
billion, right?
You.
Third,
Tennis.
Baseball.
Third is. Hold on, let me guess. Third is no,
Hockey.
no,
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 no.
no.
you got
Third is baseball.
baseball,
Yeah,
Yeah.
baseball. 'cause
Major League
baseball is
Baseball.
Third, yeah.
12. Fourth,
Hockey.
Soccer.
Hockey.
hockey.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hockey with 5 billion. Fifth,
Soccer.
CFL.
yeah.
If you would have said CFL, I would have walked out of I would have walked out of this
I don't know
podcast.
if CFL in the States.
I would have walked right out. You would never heard from me again.
yeah, you're right.
CFL.
MLS is like half a
yeah.
billion.
I'd rather
half
watch a
billion.
blank screen on TV than watch a CFL. Anyways.
Yeah,
This is CFL, man. They're athletes too, yo.
yeah. MLS is half a billion, and then lastly, CFL is 150.
That's on the list.
million. Yeah.
This is just for Canada, right?
No.
This is just for like,
CFL's on the list for.
Oh no! What this is?
That's
Yeah,
for
he
Canada.
added
For
CFL.
Canada,
It's
I
for
added
Canada.
Oh.
CFL. Yeah.
I was like, it beat tennis. It beat
He was
golf.
like, what?
That's impossible.
No, you mentioned CFL, so I said, okay, let me give you
Oh,
CFL. You know,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah, it's
scared the hell out of
yeah.
me.
I'm like, they're showing CFL on the ABC now? What?
Yeah, but ESPN.
They're showing CFL period. Anyways,
ESPN, they're the big one, but they have every sport except NHL. So they're like, ESPN is gonna have a lockdown now. With this, it's like, okay, this is supposed to help the entire league because now you're supposed to have access to so much more with this TV deal. Access to so much more
money,
Sorry.
promotion.
Yeah,
No, it's all
games for
games, yeah.
each team, so especially Toronto, the Raptors being up here. We're supposed to be now being a lot more U.S. households because of the fact that. Go ahead.
I have a question because I know with the Raptors, right? Isn't it Rogers or Tears who signed a contract with Raptors that they show all the Raptor games? It's
Sportsnet.
Sportsnet, right?
Can't confirm.
I believe because Sportsnet was showing Raptor games playoffs, right? But my thing is that I know the reason why the NBA didn't pick us for Christmas Day games.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll get there later. Is because they can't show ESPN can't be showed in Canadian households. They have to show it through
Yes,
the
American.
Raptor game have to show it through like
Whoever their
Sportsnet.
Canadian
Yeah,
affiliate
yeah,
is, right?
Yeah.
But then why didn't they just go to the Canadian affiliate and put them
Because
on Christmas Day?
they'll make less revenue.
Yeah,
because,
less money.
Because our I guess
Right.
our ads and all that stuff won't be as high as the Lakers ad. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's why they're
And
Right.
a dollar.
and exposure and viewership. Canada's even though it's the only team in Canada, our viewership isn't as high as the Lakers. Even though they're garbage, right? It's just how it goes.
Nobody
Yeah.
in America wants to see the Raptors.
Yeah.
America.
Nobody.
Only you. Calm down.
Oh. I'm speaking for all the Americans. They don't want to see the Raptors playing on Christmas Day. Come on.
It's true. It doesn't even make sense because if they're one of the better teams and supposedly have an exciting player in DeMar DeRozan because he's athletic, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't people want to watch them? I don't get it. Just
I'll-
because we're in Canada and we're in a different country means
I know.
you can't like the team. No, but that's really what it is. What
It
you're
is.
saying is real.
It's true.
And
Nobody wants
it
to
doesn't really make sense to me.
I think Americans are very patriotic. I don't know, but Americans are on our team, so I don't understand why.
Did
they
you
don't wanna
Raptor
watch.
fans not learn from the ESPN article?
Which article?
Remember when they had the poll other?
Oh yeah, the other poll.
That should have clicked like
Oh yeah, for playoffs.
Duh.
Yeah, who win? Was only
Raptors-
4 teams
no,
left.
4
They didn't-
teams left.
1-3,
Other.
1-2-3, and Raptor was
OKC,
other.
San Antonio, Golden
Hashtag
State,
the
and
other. We the
That
other.
right there should have confirmed that nobody cares about the Raptors outside of Canada.
You know, I actually
Including
heard that
ESPN.
they did that poll.
Purposely?
No, they made
No.
that poll before
the
they
others.
actually knew that
Right,
the other
I
team
did.
was the Raptors.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a good cover up.
It's good cover. Great cover. Amazing cover. Who's the head at ESPN? Yeah, I talked to him.
Hey man, they got paid money, right, to cover up their stuff. So
All right, so let's go through this list here of big free agents. I know you're itching at the bit, so Jay.
I'm waiting for you to throw a name out there. That's all
no,
I'm
you
waiting for.
because you.
Okay,
have all-
so I'll ask you guys then.
No.
It's not about
Oh, we're gonna
asking.
ask-
Yeah.
We're talking about what happened in free agency. What are the bigger names that stood out this offseason? There's so many things that happened, signage, but which ones do you think were like those players are gonna make a big impact on that team from day one? They're gonna start. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do.
Kevin Durant,
Kevin Durant.
Dwight Howard,
Clearly,
Dwayne Wade.
how about Dwayne Wade? Do you
Dwayne
think
Wade,
he's gonna?
Rondo,
And we're just gonna okay.
Dwight Howard.
Okay,
Same.
but
Do you have anything?
No, not Dwight Howard.
let's talk about each player though.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
So where do you wanna start, Kevin
okay,
Durant?
So go back. Yeah, so Kevin Durant.
So Durant, we all know he's obviously going to have an impact on Golden State. Like,
Right.
there's not really much to talk about there.
Well,
'Cause
I
I
want
mean-
to say this about Durant. I wasn't as hard on him as a lot of people were the next day when they found out he signed there.
Me too.
Personally, it's a great move for him.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
But for like people looking from the outside, and it's like, wow, you're a solo.
We discussed this on one of our podcasts before when we had our predictions. And I remember at the time I said I thought KD was going to stay in OKC.
And I said he might go to Golden State, and y'all were like,
Yeah.
no. But I thought, because Kevin Durant from day one has always said he likes Golden State and he wants to go there. So I'm like, and so did Dirk as well. They both want to go to Golden State.
I thought he was going to stay in OKC just because of the fact that as long as he's been in the league, he's always been, like, I know he came the year before Westbrook, but he's never really had his own team. This whole time coming up, Westbrook kind of took some of the brunt for him so he can hide under Westbrook. I never
Well,
Now
really
he's going to
thought
hide
he was,
under Clay and Curry.
Keep in
That's-
mind,
that's what I'm saying.
Westbrook
That's-
is an alpha male. He's
Right.
alpha. He's alpha. Kevin Durant, people think because he's a great player, you expect him to be like a Jordan, to be like a Kobe, to be that alpha male, but he's not. If you look at his
not.
personality, this guy just wants to play ball and win. And he doesn't really want to be that franchise player. I don't think he really wants that attention.
No.
I think he just wants to just play ball and win lots of games and make a lot of money.
Now he does.
But I think even beforehand, I don't think he was very like that leadership type like person.
he's maybe Scottie Pippen-ish. I don't know if we're saying better or worse, but I'm saying like when Jordan left and Pippen had his own team and he had Kukoc, they're like, it's okay. But I mean, KD hasn't showed anything in regards to leadership for me to say like he can lead a squad. I think Westbrook, he can rally
Yes.
some guys and lead a squad. I don't see, you mentioned the alpha male. I don't see with KD that kind of ride my back and let me take you there. I don't see that.
But the thing is, he's never been given a chance really because Russell Westbrook just
Right.
dominates and, in my opinion, ruins everything.
Ruins?
I can't-
Ruins?
I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant was just like, man, I'll go anywhere other than stay here in OKC and play with this guy.
Fair enough. But you know what? Of the
Wow.
teams he chose, he didn't choose a team that he could say, I'm the guy. He went to a team that he's just gonna kind of
Be
blend
like,
in
kind of
and-
blend. Hey guys, like
He'd be like a third
You know
option.
what? I actually disagree.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. I wasn't that thrilled with the move either, just as a competitor. But I think we're forgetting how good Kevin Durant is. Like, he's still going to be he will be the best player on the team.
No.
You could be the. Oh, hold on. You could
Kevin
still.
Durant is a better player than Stephen Curry.
I think so. I think Curry's a better shot, but I think player overall, like skill set, like looking skill for skill.
Draymond Green then.
Absolutely not.
Draymond
Draymond Green didn't even play with Team USA.
Draymond Green's a better defender already.
All round.
Way better. If you're saying all around, Draymond Green's a better defender.
I didn't say all around. I said a better player.
Better player. Okay.
Well, player. What does that mean then? You been saying like offensive
If
player?
if I have to choose somebody to be on my team, if all those guys are there,
Right.
and I'm choosing someone to start my team with,
Right.
I'm choosing Kevin Durant.
Okay,
Me too.
I'm choosing
No.
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green. Okay.
100%.
How about
He's
who would
already
you
won a
choose?
title.
Who would you choose?
What has Kevin Durant done? Other than I'm gonna jump ship.
Well,
No,
he hasn't had a chance because he's been playing with Russell Westbrook.
Forget titles. We're talking about players. If you have Durant, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, in front of you, you watch the scouting, see everything. Just what you see. Who will you build your franchise around? Draymond Green, you said?
Triple double. Draymond Green, 23
Okay.
years old.
Man, you're gonna have a team like the Hawks.
What does that even mean? Coming from wait a minute. Coming from a Raptor fan. Like this is what I mean. See, like the door's over there. Eh, Funda? You know that, eh? There's a
I
door
don't
right
know,
here. I'll
man.
gladly escort you over here if you want, eh?
I'm just playing around to a certain extent, but I like Draymond Green, but he's not a superstar.
Draymond Green's. You're telling Durant's 28, 29 years old, whatever he is. Draymond Green's 22, 23. He's already got a title, a defensive play. He's first team all defense already. So, I mean, let's wait for Draymond to hit, 26, 27,
Okay, so
28.
who do you blame for?
But Draymond hits jump shots. He has a mid-range jump shot.
Is it as good as Kevin Durant?
But that's not. I'm
Not at
saying
all.
he can still shoot the mid-range jumper. He can hit threes.
Can he
He
shoot
can-
it as good as Kevin Durant?
No.
No.
But again, you're just focusing on the offense. Defensively, Draymond Green is a lockdown defender. He will guard your best offensive player. He'll probably start with Kevin Durant and guard Kevin Durant at the same time because that's what he wants to do. Like
And he still won't be able to stop him.
He can't stop Kevin Durant.
But he-
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that.
I think there's a
He's
better
never really
chance.
guarded Kevin Durant.
I think there's a better chance of Kevin Durant stopping Draymond Green than there is of Draymond Green stopping Kevin Durant.
Because Draymond isn't as good offensively as Kevin Durant is. That makes sense. Draymond Green's a
Again,
great
we're
player.
comparing two guys in two different eras
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, it's true.
Here's
Draymond
an-
Green's 23 years old.
Here's an
Yeah,
area
but
I
they're
want.
on the court together.
Here's an area I
Right.
wanted to
But-
kind of compare them. Leaders. Who's a better leader? Would you say?
Draymond Green, no questions asked. No questions asked.
And you know what? I'm different because I think Draymond Green is a good emotional leader, but I think he's also a big part of the reason why they lost
Yes, he is a big. Yeah.
because of his emotion. He's overly emotional. So I
But
don't-
again, he's 23 years old. He's
that's
young.
fine. I don't think that's changing though. Like you pretty much are who you are. He might mature a little bit.
He'll know
where
now
he
that
won't
he
get
blew a final.
suspended and make them lose.
Right.
But I believe that's the reason why they lost.
You could argue
when he
that
kicked thing in
KD
the-
is under emotional. Like
Yeah, he doesn't- he's
He's
just
like
sitting back like, I'm
a
not-
little more hip Tim Duncan to me. He really had.
Yes, that's so true.
Right, but we will never say that Tim Duncan isn't a good leader.
Right.
He's a great leader. That's right.
He just has his emotions under control. We don't know what Kevin Durant is saying in the locker room. We don't know if he's
not saying
actually
anything.
telling. we
He's
don't know
like,
that.
Russell, you say everything for me. He's like, here, Westbrook, since you hog the ball half the time, you can just
Hey,
take the
but
mic.
we're not in there.
No, I
you know
know.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So
right.
we don't know if Kevin Durant is saying, "Yo, Russell, give me the ball." we don't know because we're not there. So
But then he left to go to Golden State, which is like, you're not a leader at all. Like, you just jump ship.
But you know what? But
probably because he told Russell Westbrook to give me the ball. All the time
But now
he
he's going
never
to tell
gave him the
Steph
ball.
Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green the same thing.
Those guys pass.
they do pass. That team they play
That's
more-
a team.
they play like a team, and that's why they're so deadly because you have such highly skilled players working together in the NBA, which is not really happening on other teams. That's why a lot of teams aren't playing so well. Like, but they work as a team. Like the Raptors, that's why they made it that far because they're a team. They don't have any great super stars, but they work as a unit, and that's why I think Golden State is such like they're not selfish. They're not like ego. They're just really they're trying to win a game as one team, which is great.
Dwayne Wade in Chicago. Good fit.
I don't know, like
Jimmy Butler,
Butler and him, like
undersized. Like, Butler has to go to the 3 now.
That team has no spacing.
Yeah, they can't really shoot that well.
I don't think there's anybody on their starting lineup that could make a three, is there?
Well, Butler, but like he's like
Yeah.
here and there. Mirotic sometimes.
Okay, yeah. I'll live with Jimmy Butler shooting late contested threes. Rondo, like, I'm guarding him at the free throw line.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade can make one here and there, but again, I live with him shooting a late contested three. So if I'm guarding the Bulls, I'm just
Hanging
packing the
out.
paint.
Yeah.
If Mirotic is going to be the one who beats me, I'll live with it. I don't know, but I think they'll be a good defensive team, good transition team.
Hey, no cell phones, eh?
Yeah, they might be
That
good.
was Prez's phone,
That was-
by the way.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
call out.
wow.
His agent
Call
calling.
out.
Call out, yes.
Call
You just got
out.
cut. You got cut.
But yeah, I don't know. I think they'll be a playoff team just because of their talent. But
But like, what's their thinking of getting Rondo and Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade, we all know clearly.
I know, but Rondo. But like, why? But why have both of them? Right? You're having both of them, right? Like what? Like why do you think? Like why do you think, Sheldon, that they would draft both players on the same team?
Who?
The
Yeah,
Bulls,
they'll
like
draft, but
they have
yeah.
Butler, and they're gonna draft Rondo and Dwayne Wade. Like
Oh, like okay.
I just feel like I don't know. Like what was the reasoning? Do you think for them to draft all three players to have all three players on the same team? And they're all gonna start. So
they had to get somebody.
Uh,
That's the only thing I can think of. They had
Yeah.
to get somebody where they could try to make it work. Maybe they're I forget who's coming off their bench. You never know what they really might do. Who's really gonna play the majority of minutes together? But they had to do something. They couldn't just let it all go to waste and have to start over from scratch and be like Philly for a few years.
yeah. I
makes
mean,
sense.
if you think about it, that team to me, I'll watch them next year.
Oh yeah.
This upcoming season for sure. Like, think of championships on that team. Like, not a lot of teams can say that they have Rondo. How much he got?
One.
two,
One.
He's
okay.
one.
Wade,
3.
3.
That's it. Paul
Gasol?
Gasol. Well, if he resigns.
And
Paul
he's,
Gasol's
He's in San Antonio,
Yeah,
so it
San
doesn't
Antonio.
matter. if he's
Ah,
not there.
San
San
Antonio.
Antonio, yeah.
Whoa. Okay. So
See, that was your agent calling you your cut.
I mean I think they had a couple other moves that we didn't really pay attention to that involved some kind of shooting, like some kind of shooters.
well, I know they
But-
lost Dunleavy,
Yeah, which is
What's-
another one of their shooters.
and he's a shooter, right? So
Yeah, they don't really have much.
I don't know.
outside of
I don't
the
know.
big three.
Another big one. I want to go with So James Harden, he resigned.
Yeah.
Real quick in regards to Harden.
They'll never win.
Yeah, he's irrelevant.
He will never win.
Ever.
Just like the Raptors.
Ever.
See?
Ever.
Yeah.
Westbrook resigned.
I was surprised about that, but now look like in hindsight, I'm not. I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Him staying there.
Pick him up in fantasy basketball.
Like,
Oh.
where will he go? Yeah.
Yeah,
40
like-
points, 10.
If he wasn't
rebounds,
staying
10
there, like
assists.
who would want? Like who? Yeah. It
Yeah,
makes
they'll be
sense that he
good. They'll
stayed.
still be good though. Him and Oladipo.
I doubt it.
Really?
In the West,
Oladipo.
though, in the West,
Yeah,
it's so
Oladipo is.
competitive. though. I
Oladipo is
don't
really
know.
gonna break out this year. Watch.
Mhm.
He won't be Durant, but he'll be a damn good player.
You know what? I'll actually go back to this. So
But lost
sorry
the
to bring up Kevin Durant again, but when Kevin Durant was injured that year, Russell Westbrook was having an amazing season in terms of numbers. But did they even make the playoffs?
Oh yeah, they were the 8th seed, I think.
No.
Or
Are
they
you
were
sure?
like a
Or was that
9.
the year
No, I
when
think
Russell
they
Westbrook
were
was
the-
injured and Kevin Durant was there?
No,
They-
it was
they
the year
were the
Russell
8th
was there. I think they were 9. I think they just missed the playoffs
Yeah, they
when
did.
Westbrook was by himself. They
Right.
just missed the playoffs.
Yeah, they missed
Right.
it. They were in the playoffs.
They weren't in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No,
But
yeah.
but you have Oladipo now. Like Durant wasn't. Who when Durant got hurt? Who was the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they basically traded Oladipo
for Ibaka. Yeah, so
Ibaka.
they lost Ibaka.
So Ibaka was there.
Yeah. But they have Cantor and Adams still.
Right.
They played really well last in the playoffs. I don't know if you guys.
Right.
But Adams and Cantor are only, well, maybe not Cantor, but Steven Adams is only good because of other good guys around him. If he was on a team like,
Yeah, he'd be trash.
yeah, he
But I
wouldn't be
mean,
that good
he's
of a
still on
player.
the same team, so he has Russell Westbrook around him.
I think,
I'm not saying they're a lock to make the playoffs.
yeah, I don't think they're gonna make a
I don't think
playoffs.
so.
You
I think the
can't
West
write
is-
them off because Oladipo, if he stays healthy all year, that guy will be phenomenal.
I get that, but I'm just saying the West. I think it just has a lot more teams. They're making it like the top 6 teams in the West can kill the East. Like I don't know. I feel like if they make it, I'll be surprised. But I think he will have a great year for sure. Westbrook will have great numbers. Absolutely.
He's probably going to lead the NBA in scoring.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
most
gonna be
likely.
Which is a bad thing because he's the point guard.
Yeah, it seems bad.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I don't see them making the playoffs.
So Dwight Howard. Let's get-
What are you
Whack.
looking at me for? I'm not wearing a Hawks hat.
You know what? I read an article that Dwight Howard ruined teams. Like he ruins every
Oh,
team he's
here we
been
go.
on.
Should I get into this?
No, I said I read an
Oh, I
article.
thought you
Relax
said
yourself,
never
bye.
mind. All right.
Thank
all
you.
right.
I read an article
You
that said
covered
Dwight
that
Howard
one.
ruins teams. Number pre Dwight Howard and post Dwight Howard.
Right.
And I don't know, like I think he's always been, I don't know, like I think he underplays. Like I don't know if his work ethic is not there. He doesn't care. I feel like he hasn't improved his game from day one. I think him going to the Hawks, he would be good for, I guess, rebounding, having a presence in the paint. But I don't
That's all they need.
know.
You just made. That's all they
Is
need.
that all you guys need?
That's all we need.
And you think you guys will actually?
We need Dwight Howard to give us 12 points, 11 rebounds a
I
game,
think
which
your
is what he's
goal
been doing. That's all we need.
I think your goal as a Hawks fan is not to be swept again for the third year in a row. Because that would suck.
We won't get swept.
I'm just saying, y'all get swept twice.
Again, another Raptor fan that
No, listen,
decides
no.
to speak up
Forget
because they
Raptor
make
fans.
the playoffs for the first time
Forget
in like
Raptor
20
fan.
years, 3 years ago.
Listen, stop being defensive. You're not playing for. Are you on the team right now? Are you? No. Anyways, my point is this: as a fan of any team, if the Raptors got swept 2 years in a row, I'll be pissed off. They got swept last year and made it past the first round. I'm just saying, as a Hawks fan,
But the year before, where'd they go?
if they get swept again again in the playoffs, it's gonna be pretty embarrassing as a coach.
Sure.
The third time
But
around.
they're
That's all I'm
still-
trying to say.
They're
Stop.
still a consistent playoff team.
Doesn't matter. They get swept. Being swept is like default ruining entire season.
Yeah, they
It's
should
a waste
almost
of-
just.
It was a waste of time.
The Raptors
Being
got
swept-
swept in the
Start all
first
over
round
again.
by Washington. I can go dwell on that, how bad that was. Probably the worst.
Yeah, but that was
sweep ever.
one still.
But that's still the worst sweep of all time.
But
They had
Why?
home court and they got swept.
okay, but 2 years in a row though? 2 years in a row getting swept?
Okay, but they went to the Eastern Conference Finals the first time they got swept.
Okay.
And the second time they got swept, it was the second round.
I'm
I'm talking about the
not-
Raptors getting
Well,
swept in the
hold on,
first
hold on.
round to Washington when they had home court advantage. And you're going to tell me that the Hawks are embarrassing because they got to the Eastern
So are
No,
you
I
okay
didn't
with
say
the Hawks
embarrassing.
just being a playoff team and that's it?
No, of course not.
So then,
But I'm happy that they at least are in the playoffs every year as opposed to other teams that aren't there every year.
put it
Or
this
they'll
way.
make it one year and then they'll have these We the North flags flying around Toronto.
You're just hating
But
on
then
Toronto.
where are they
Stop
going to
bringing
be
up
next
Toronto.
year?
We're talking about Hawks
Where
right
are they going
now.
to be next year when they don't make the playoffs for the next 10
You're
years?
bringing up Toronto.
Well,
We're
no,
talking
because
about the
it's a
Hawks.
valid point.
I'm talking about Dwight
I-
Howard right now and him going to the Hawks. All I'm saying is that they ain't gonna chase nothing. They're gonna be swept or not be a championship team anyway.
I think they're gonna be worse.
So them adding Dwight doesn't make anything.
No.
I don't. I don't.
They're not better now because Dwight Howard.
Can
Get
I
out of
tell
here.
you something?
Go ahead.
If Dwight Howard's in the say he's healthy for the playoffs. Last year when the Hawks got swept by Cleveland, and the year before, do you know how many rebounds Al Horford had in both of those series combined?
No.
Take a guess.
Combined.
Combined.
Give
So
me-
the 2 years they
Yeah.
got swept, the last 2 years,
Yeah.
to Cleveland.
Can we break it down like per game? That's a lot
No,
easier.
total. Just in the 2 series.
Okay.
Higher than
15.
that. Higher than that.
Oh,
Okay,
then
So it's okay.
That's
what-
8 games we're talking about. We're talking
So
about 8
8
games.
games.
How many rebounds
8
did Al
games.
Horford have? Your starting
So-
center.
80,
So
okay.
40.
I'm gonna go with 50.
I'll say 40.
28.
Okay, that's pretty. That's almost 30. So
This is
that's
your-
pretty.
this is your starting center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
28 rebounds.
Okay.
He doesn't block much.
Listen to what my theory is as to why the Hawks won't be as good. They got rid of Jeff Teague.
Okay. They got Schroeder.
is that an upgrade?
Who's there?
It's
It's about the same.
per 36 minutes is an upgrade.
Yeah, Dennis
Okay.
Schroeder's pretty
Dennis
good
Schroeder's
player.
22 years old, mind
Who's
you.
his
too.
backup?
Jared Jack.
Okay.
He's not bad. Jack. And they got
I
another
mean,
guy
that's
from
not
the-
as good. I think that's a drop off.
Right, but I
right?
mean, Schroeder's going to be playing like 40 minutes a game.
Hopefully.
35 at least.
Um,
But last year was split like Teague Schroeder.
and I'll still take Al Horford on my team, playing whatever position he was playing. Sometimes I think he shouldn't have been playing the 5. I don't think he's a 5. I think he's a 4.
Yeah, but he's always been the 5.
He's always been the 5 there with the Hawks. But I'd rather have him on my team because they can't hack a Horford.
No.
You're going to hack a Dwight, and He's just gonna.
Well, they got rule changes for that now. Remember?
What's the rule change?
Then they have a hack of Dwight. They have
No.
different rules. Yeah, they have new rules in for next year.
Oh,
You
I
can
didn't-
still hack
You
him.
can
throughout
hack
the
them, but
game,
there's a
though.
different rule now
Maybe
where
like the time.
something like that. There's
There's
new.
a
It's
time
not
you
the
can-
timing of
rule.
it, but
I don't know if it's timing or some weird.
Okay.
But-
you're still gonna hack him. Like you're still not gonna be that high of a scoring team.
Yeah, but we were number 2 in defensive efficiency last year. With Dwight Howard, are we better or worse
for defense, you
I-
mean?
defensively?
I actually think it's probably gonna be about the same
Okay.
because yes, Dwight Howard can block
And
shots
rebounding
at
will be
times.
better at rebounding or worse at rebounding?
I think it's gonna be worse.
Dwight Howard's a worse rebounder
And
than Al Horford.
This is my my theories behind certain things. So Dwight Howard's a shot blocker, right?
Better shot blocker than Al Horford?
Yes, he's a better shot blocker
Okay.
than Al Horford.
Good.
However, when Dwight Howard's always going to try and block every single shot, and it goes over him and it misses,
Paul Millsap
then,
right there to clean
then
up the
who's going to
rebound.
rebound the ball?
Paul Millsap. Defensive second team all defense.
A lot of the teams that have good shot blocking, usually the rebounding isn't as good because those shot blockers are going for every single rebound. I mean, going for every single block, and so they give up offensive rebounds.
Right. But I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing the fact that you guys are saying they've been swept the past 2 years.
No,
The
my
The
argu-
reason they've been
no,
My
swept.
argument
my
is that they're not going to.
My
They're not going
argument
to
is
be
that
that
adding
good.
Dwight Howard, I hope that they do not get swept
No.
again for the third time.
They
But you
won't.
took it there as, oh, you're dissing. I'm not dissing. I'm just saying, adding Dwight Howard, hopefully you do not get swept for the third time because that sucks as a
Right.
fan. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
Okay?
And-
But I'm saying the
they
reason why
lost
they're getting
leadership.
swept is because they don't have rebounding
But we'll see, I guess. We'll see.
because of
I
Al
hope-
Horford's our leading rebounder.
But-
You
but
can
he's
have
still- but
20
he's-
rebounds in 8 games. That's pathetic.
So we just been talking about Horford. Horford's in Boston right now.
Hey, have fun having no rebounds from your center position.
What do
They
you-
are the new
Bo-
Atlanta Hawks.
Bo-
What?
Boston's solid. Boston's going to be top 4 team in the East.
Oh, for sure.
Atlanta will finish higher than Boston.
Oh.
And I will say that with full
You know
confidence.
what? You know what? You know what? I can't even wrong you because you're a fan.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly,
Atlanta will
yeah,
finish
yeah.
higher than
Perspective.
Yeah, it's
Atlanta will
not
finish
perspective.
number 2 in the East, but we'll get into predictions later.
Yeah.
Atlanta will finish
but-
number 2 in the East. If
Okay.
Dwight Howard
Atlanta?
number 2 in the East, they're gonna have the second best defense in the NBA, maybe first now, because Tim Duncan's no longer in San Antonio, and our coach is
He
from
is
San
a
Antonio.
fan. This is your
Wow.
conscience.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that at a later date. Eh?
Okay. So
That's a nice bold statement I'm making right now.
Yeah, you are. Don't worry.
Fred, stop laughing over
no,
there.
no,
we're not
you're
laughing.
good with your bold statements.
It's okay. Like, you're a fan. I get it. I'm not going to argue against a fan of the team. Like, fans
Raptors are now making the playoffs.
Fans are always delusional. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
So fans are always delusional. So I don't argue with them.
And the
Oh, yeah, I'm in the city
fans-
for all the delusional fans I've been here.
The fans in Atlanta suck too.
That's
Sorry, but
Yeah,
they do.
I'm not. That's fine. But they'll never be like
When
amazing.
you go to Atlanta, you're playing like.
But they
every-
still have the bigger TV market than most.
It's
NBA
just so
teams.
weird. Their playoff
Bigger than
games
Toronto.
aren't sold out.
Never.
Yeah, they're not. Most of them aren't.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Bradley Beal. Here's a question I'm going to throw out. If you had your choice, Bradley Beal or DeMar DeRozan, who would you take?
What do you mean?
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal or DeMar
or DeMar
DeRozan?
DeRozan.
Who would
It's
you
a tough-
rather?
It's a tough one.
Oh, like
Thank you.
I think, okay, as a skill development trainer, I look at Bradley Beal and say he's way better than DeRozan because he could actually make a shot that's outside of like just the free throw line. But
he's way more.
he's
hurt.
always injured. Like there's always just something with him where he hasn't really proven to me that he can really
Stay a whole season.
Yeah,
I
and
get
be
you.
the leading scorer on a team or anything like that.
Right.
But skill wise, definitely. way
Nelly,
better.
what do you think, Nelly?
I mean, I guess I like DeRozan, so I'd pick DeRozan because I think he has proven this offseason, playoffs, that he's actually can improve and develop and get better. But yeah, like Beal's a great player. Like they're both similar in terms of their playing styles, but I think Beal's better skill. But I think DeRozan, for me, he's proven to be able to play in playoff situation. So.
When Paul George isn't guarding him.
Yeah, of course. Paul George was a problem for the Raptors, and that team is going to be better than the Hawks.
Who?
Yeah, I said it.
Who's
Indiana, for sure.
Way
Indiana?
better.
No defense.
Well, okay, we'll
Okay.
see.
Um,
Who's going to go Paul George on your team? Yeah, think about
Bazemore,
that. No one.
Millsap,
No one.
Dwight Howard.
No one
Wow.
can guard about Paul George. No one
Paul
can
George.
guard.
Well, we don't have to worry about Paul George. We'll just worry about the rest of the guys.
Okay.
And by like mid-season, Al Jefferson will be hurt, so it doesn't really matter. He'll be out of the picture. Monte also.
Indiana is going to be really good. They're gonna be better than the Raptors.
For sure.
Of course, it'll be better than the Raptors.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Okay.
Who isn't going to be better than the Raptors?
The Hawks.
I can't wait till I sit in
If
the
the Hawks finish after the Raptors, yo, bro, I want to
Yeah,
pick
you
your
go-
house purple.
Go ahead. I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
I'm gonna pick your door purple and red.
I'm not. I'm going to break down my door and throw it in the
Shoot.
garbage.
There's another actually free agent signing, not as big, but Jamal Crawford, he re-signed with the Clippers, but for 3 more years.
How much are
Yeah.
you pay?
Almost 40.
Oh, like 42 million
42 mil.
for 3 years. Now Jamal Crawford, Father Time, like he's been around.
I mean, he still looks like he's 18. Though.
Still looks,
Yeah.
still looks like he's in high school.
Black don't crack.
But the best thing about him is he has that, he's like Manu Ginobili, like that 6-man award. He's arguably the best 6-man in the league. And you figure for his age, he should start tailing off as you get older. He's maintaining every single, there's no drop off with Jamal Crawford, his numbers.
You know why though? Because he's been like that 6-man for his whole career almost.
Fair enough.
I think that's maybe because Ginobili started like
Fair enough.
maybe he got wear and tear in the knees.
His game though, all his numbers consistent. And I'm talking how long he's been in the league for like well over
Yeah, a long time.
15 years.
yeah, I'm
Right?
trying to think back.
Like
Chicago drafted him like way back.
Yeah,
way back.
like-
New York.
So just fact that when I seen it, I say, okay, he signed for 3 more years. He's already at the end already. How are you
He's
signing?
36 right now.
Is
so-
he?
Yeah,
Wow.
He's 36.
There you
He'll
go.
almost be
So
40.
he's,
He's
gonna
36?
lock down and clip. Okay.
I didn't know
He's
he was
36.
36.
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
36.
Wow, I
Yeah.
know he was up. Wow.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
36 years old, going on
Good for
19.
him,
Well-
man.
You know what? As we were talking about like the NBL earlier, and we were saying that they have really good players, but there's certain issues. Sometimes the high character guys are the guys who make it into the league, and those are the guys who stay in the league.
Right.
So Jamal Crawford, high character guy, and it helps
out of
that
trouble?
he can shoot. Yeah, he stays out of trouble. He's a good guy in the locker room. You've never heard anything negative about Jamal Crawford,
Never,
right?
never.
So even if his last year or two he doesn't even play a lot, I'd rather have him on my bench, at least helping Austin Rivers and the other younger guys to make sure the team stays as a unit, right? So even if he only plays for 1 or 2 more years at a high rate, I still want to have him on my team. Similar to like Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett barely plays, but
Right.
he's a guy who controls the locker room.
Yeah,
Right.
very motivational.
Right.
Yeah.
CJ McCollum,
I like him.
most improved player, and he got the
CJ
big payday.
McCollum or DeMar DeRozan.
Oh,
McCollum.
hands up.
McCollum.
On both situations, Beal or DeRozan, I'm going Beal all day.
Beal or McCollum.
McCollum.
I'm thinking McCollum.
I'm going McCollum still.
Yeah, McCollum.
I'm going
McCollum
McCollum.
gets buckets, and he can
Yeah.
shoot. He can
Here's
space
a
out the
question
floor.
for the Raptor fans in the room.
Sorry?
Sullinger or Patterson? Who's starting? Since we're talking about free agency.
Depends.
I-
You know,
I would
sometimes-
start
sometimes
Sullinger
it's
right
it's
now. I would
Not really who you
Sullinger.
start, but like who gets the minutes and when. I'm
I
not really
think
concerned
Patterson will
with
get
who
more
comes.
minutes than him, but I think they will start Sullinger.
I think it might go game by game.
Yeah, it's too early to. We don't know. Like,
I think Sullinger will prove himself throughout the season more. I think Patterson will start off starting just because he's been there. They're comfortable with him. They have trust in him. But later on, maybe like by All-Star break, Sullinger will probably be starting. He has a little bit more to his game. He's just a bit stronger. He could score in the low post better. He can still step out and shoot it just like Patterson can. But I just feel like sometimes Patterson can only just shoot, and then that's
Yeah.
it. And he
But-
can't even shoot that great, right?
But that's why, like, I don't think they're gonna start Patterson. I think Patterson's energy off the bench is what they like to, have. So I think having Patterson come off the bench, that's his comfort. I don't think having him start. I think Raptors will start Sullinger off the go and have Patterson come off the bench. Maybe have more minutes than Sullinger, but we'll have Sullinger start off, get him comfortable in the lineup, and then bring in Patterson. But Patterson starting to me, I don't
Yeah.
know why they would do that.
yeah, actually, to your point, even last year on the offseason, had the same conversation about the same time last summer when we got Luis Scola. Who's going to start, Scola or Patterson? And right away, it was like,
We
okay.
talked about that? Did we?
No, you.
No, he's talking about
Oh, I
something.
thought you
Talked about that,
No.
yeah.
And at the time, I thought, well, they're going to start Scola, maybe because of the leadership and, he's a little bit more veteran. And Patterson, same play. He's used to coming off the bench, and that's what happened. Scola started for the majority, and Patterson came off. I think Sullinger, he's a new Scola, where Scola's out, and then he's just going to slip in with
So here's another
Sullinger.
question for the Raptors in the room.
I'm not,
All the Raptors.
We live in Toronto, so we
You're all
support the
Raptors
team.
to me. Anyways, Masai Ujiri.
Huh.
Did he disappoint you greatly this offseason?
Not at all.
Greatly.
Not at all.
Whoa.
There's
Well,
absolutely
I
zero.
mean, hold on. Like everyone's
Okay.
telling me how great Masai Ujiri is.
Right.
But he didn't make any.
I mean, the
Right,
off
but-
season.
but
oh,
all-
what you're saying.
I think he
I-
tried. I think he
I'm
tried. I
saying,
think
like-
the guys just didn't want to come here.
Yeah.
I'm asking you guys. Because I
Yeah.
don't care.
I think he tried. I just think the guys didn't want to come. He tried to get
Ibaka for sure. I
He
know
tried to
that.
get Ibaka. I actually know he tried to get Al Horford, but
Uh-huh.
Al Horford didn't want to come here. He was trying to get Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
but Kevin Durant didn't want to come.
Try to get Ryan Anderson too, and also.
But don't
Pau
you find that a
Gasol.
problem?
No.
You're trying to get all these. You just named like 5 guys that
Okay.
basically didn't want to come to Toronto.
I mean,
okay.
that's what we're used to.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not
Yeah, but
nothing new, but
it's better that you're wise with the money you have, opposed to just signing someone just for the sake of saying, well, at least we signed this guy. I'd much rather wait. Like, there's going to be free agents coming in the future, next season, and the following season.
Make some
So
proper
why,
draft
if you're going to
picks.
make that move, make it on the right guy at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have DeRozan, which I think was a smart move. No? You say let him go.
I wouldn't say let him go, but
Oh, well,
I wouldn't.
that's
have
your
paid-
option,
I
though.
wouldn't have
Either
paid-
you pay him or you don't,
no,
though.
they didn't have to pay him that much. I think they could have gotten away with paying him a little bit less.
They did, though. We didn't pay him the max, you know. We paid him a shade
I
under the
know
max.
he shouldn't.
shouldn't
That
even
that
get what he
wasn't
got.
even a discussion. Paying him the max.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people were even talking about that one. that make no sense to me.
So you
but
think DeRozan's overpaid?
yeah,
Wow.
because he's the third highest player in the NBA right now.
He's a shooting guard who doesn't shoot.
He's the third highest player, paid fourth,
Okay.
because LeBron signed his contract.
yeah.
Then there's Anthony Davis, there's Mike Conley, and then there's DeMar DeRozan.
Wow.
It's kind of weird to me. I think he's a little bit overpaid, and I think they could have. I think they could have gotten away with paying him less because he wanted to stay here too.
Yeah.
And where else was he gonna go? LA? Like, then he'll definitely not even make the playoffs ever again. So, but again, like we weren't in the discussion room, but I think they could have gotten away with.
Right. Just a
Paying him a
quick,
little
just
bit less.
keep in perspective. Beal, 5 years, about 130 is 128. So say 130, and DeMar's 5 years, 145. So you're talking about
Wait, DeMar
about
got
15.
145.
Yeah, go 45. Yeah.
So we're talking about a $15 million that could go to another
Difference.
player. So
Yeah.
they're actually very similar. So to your point, yeah, maybe they
Isn't Lowry a free agent this upcoming off season too?
signed for.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so. Not already. I think there's another 2 years.
He signed with us
Was it a
last
4 year he signed
I
then?
think
Because
it was
it's
4
year.
years.
Yeah, he signed.
I don't know. Hey, it's better than, I guess, not being a good team anymore if we lose him. But man, that's a lot of money for him. I think. I think it's the same thing, kind of like with Joe Johnson when he signed with the Hawks.
That was a horrible contract, but
Right,
I
like
like that.
he's a really good player, but max money or even close to that, I don't know. I think it's tough. I think you try to negotiate and knock him down a little bit, but hey,
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be very hard for the Raptors to ever win with Lowry and DeRozan being our two best players.
No,
I don't think we will ever win a championship with those two being our two best players.
I agree.
I agree.
So-
100%.
That's why I'm saying it's hard for me to see him get paid so much money if your aspirations are actually to win a championship.
Yeah.
Now, we will have enough money next year. If we had to splurge on a big player, we have that money available, right? They can exceed the cap and pay it. So, what we have a big two. We don't really, who's our big, if we had our big three, I guess Jonas, right? JV, right? And JV.
So we have a big two.
He's already.
to
He
your
knows
point,
JV's
to your point,
gonna.
to your point, to your point. But there's a player out there that's going to make a big three eventually for the Raptors. I find it hard to believe that we're going to continue
What do you
on
mean?
year after
But
year.
Lowry's gonna be gone in like 2 years. You're not gonna re-sign Lowry at 33 years old.
Who knows? Who knows what could happen over the next 2 years to make him say, "Hey, I want to stay in Toronto. I want to be a Toronto lifer." We don't know that, right?
But I mean, it's either he's gonna
Put it
he
this
won't
way:
be as good,
if
or he's gonna want more money if he's playing at a great level.
okay,
Are you
if,
gonna pay a 33-year-old guy?
if Lowry does leave, best believe he's going to
Find
replace
somebody
him with somebody,
yeah, for sure.
right? So I think if you're going Lowry, DeRozan, there's going to be someone else going to make that third piece, and then actually we could say, okay, is this
Andrew
big
Wiggins
three?
will come here, maybe. He
Yeah,
wants to
but-
come.
Oh.
You don't
If
think?
Wiggins doesn't come to Toronto, there's some issues.
Thanks for coming out. Honestly, it was a good vibe and good energy brought. Nice.
Thanks for having me. This is
Yeah.
fun. This is actually pretty fun.
Yeah, he was. We asked him at the Crown League. He was like, I don't know. Like he was very like, what do I do? But look at that, came in here and knocked him out. You're like, yo, awesome, man.
Good insight.
Well, the vibe was good. Everybody was cool, so it wasn't so bad. If it was like an interview, then I'm like, oh man. Okay. But no, this was cool. This is like barbershop talk.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That's our vibe
But
here.
he's got no hair, so whatever shop is it?
Hey, but look at the lineup. You can tell
The
he came straight out of the barbershop today.
He's got no hair.
He's a lineup. He's a lineup.
All right, so we'll call it a wrap. Season Rookies podcast.
NFL coming soon.